Just about there. That should do it. Alright. QUI Abraham. Abraham to you and yours. Welcome all. This is our second video of this very informative first book of Kings, which I rather call as Samuel, this being the 10th epistle now. And we left off with our incredible prophet revealing to future King Saul a few signs that are going to, by chance, occur upon him, prophesying. So we continue, therefore, when all of these signs shall chance to thee, do whatsoever thy hand shall find, because our Lord is with thee. And thou shalt go down before me into Gilgal, for I will come down to thee, that thou mayest offer oblation and immolate pacific victims. He's being quite specific. He, Samuel, the prophet, the priest, will offer the oblation and immolate pacific victims. Try to remember that, because this is going to backfire eventually against Saul. Alright, so where are we? Gilgal. Yes, I brought the infamous map out. There's Gilgal right above the Salton Sea. It's fairly close to the Jericho and Jordan River. The other video, we talked about the Hill of God. That's Gibeon. It's to the west. Alright, so that's where we are. Gilgal. All right, let's continue. 7 days, he states, 7 days shalt thou expect till I come to thee, and I will show thee what thou must do. 7 days, he's telling Saul. St. Gregory writes that Samuel, and I'll quote, enjoineth obedience to Saul to try his humility, perseverance and patience, which is required for all of us serving QUI EST. Perseverance and patience, because we can never know what else needs to occur. This is Elohim's time, not our time. And for us humans, that becomes difficult because we're so accustomed to our 24-hour day, our time. So this is a test of will, a test of humility, which I concur with wholeheartedly. So therefore, this is interesting. When Samuel had turned away his shoulder, hold on a second. I think I just messed that up. I think it's Saul. Yeah, therefore, when he had turned away his shoulder to depart from Samuel, God changed unto him another heart. And all the things that Samuel prophesied that day came to fruition. He which is granted unto Saul extraordinary peculiar grace for executing the office of an earthly king. Saul turning his shoulder signifies the teachings are finished. Only QUI EST can now fulfill the remaining of Saul's teachings as he turns away from the instructions given from a man, a priest, the prophecy. Henceforth now comes the heavenly gifts from QUI EST. The turning of the shoulder. And they came, that would be Saul and the servant, they came to the foresaid hill, which is the hill of God, which I told you about, showed you on the board. And behold, a troop of prophets met him. And the Spirit of our Lord seized upon him, and he prophesied in the midst of them. It's the Spirit of our Lord, folks. This is another splendiferous gift bestowed upon Saul by he which is. This is the gift of prophecy. And all that had known him yesterday and the day before, seeing that he was with the prophets and was prophesying with them, they were saying to one another, what thing hath happened to the son of Kish? What is Saul also among the prophets? And another one answered, saying, and who is their father? Who is their father? They're not saying they're not asking who's the father of Saul. They already know it's Kish. They're saying who's the superior of these prophets grouped together with Saul. They're superior. Therefore, this was turned into a proverb. And the title of the proverb was, what is Saul among the prophets? It's a pity it's not written out, at least not here. What is Saul among the prophets? And at about that point, that's when Saul ceased to prophesy. Then he came to Excelsi. He walked up to or approached the hill of God. So before appearing to the hill of God, he was approached by the prophets, which he prophesied. Now he's stepping on to the hill of God. And that's when Saul's uncle approaches, and he says to him and to his servant, whither went you? Desperately, where were you? And he answers, well, to seek the asses, which we had not found. So we came to Samuel. And then his uncle responds, tell me what Samuel said to thee. Everyone knows Samuel. Everyone in Israel knows Samuel. And Saul says to his uncle, he told us that the asses were found. But, however, concerning the word of the kingdom which Samuel had spoken to him by him being king, he didn't utter a word to his uncle. He kept it to himself. So then Samuel calls together the people to our Lord in Masphah. And Masphah is north of where everything is occurring. North of a couple miles. So there's Masphah. So it's the hill of God and Masphah. That's where Samuel went. So he calls the children of Israel into Masphah, to the tabernacle there. And he says to them, thus saith our Lord, the God of Israel, I brought Israel out of Egypt, and delivered you from the hand of the Egyptians, and from the hand of all the kings which afflicted you. But you, this day, have rejected your God, who only hath saved you out of all your evils and tribulations. This is this one final stroke of disappointment that Samuel is relaying to the children of Israel. Tragically. But the children of Israel, they responded, not so, but appoint a king over us. Now, therefore, stand before our Lord by your tribes and by your families, is what he tells them. And Samuel brought all the tribes of Israel and casted the lots, and the lot fell on the tribe of Benjamin. See, Samuel selecting by lot assured the people that QUI EST was involved in the selection. Choosing by lot has been with the followers of QUI EST since the era of Moses and Jehoshua. Even our king's apostles depended on it. It's the reason I feel the priests of Christ's church are in absolute error with their current selection process for chief priest, for pope. The more mankind is involved in anything, the greater chances of deceit, cheating, bribery, dishonesty. Henceforth, Christ's chief priest needs to be selected by lot, not by scheme of voting cardinals. And lastly, let's close with the Benjamin prophecy one more time. A running wolf, a ravenous wolf in the morning, shall eat the prey, and in the evening shall divide the spoil. When we next meet, we will continue on with about verse 21. Until then, Pax Vobis. And again, Abraham, to you and yours.